Hey sewing friends, so I was actually planning on taking a break from YouTube, but I realized I had one more promotional obligation that I have to fulfill. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to share with you some of the makes that, some of the things I'm sewing for my family for Christmas this season. Now, a couple of my non-handmade gifts that I'm getting are actually my jewelry pieces that I ordered from Luisa. And as I've told you in the past, Luisa makes really affordable quality jewelry, and they're having a up to 35% sale. So I'll put a link in the description box. And again, it's one of those, the more you buy, the more you save. So you can actually get up to 35% off. And I will go ahead and show you some of the pieces that I've gotten and that I plan on giving as gifts. One of the first pieces I'll show you are these crisscross earrings, stud earrings. And I decided to keep these for myself because, for one, my youngest daughter does not have pierced ears, and then my oldest daughter just doesn't really wear a lot of earrings. And I actually enjoy wearing stud earrings when I'm at work because I'm on the phone with clients an awful lot. And I just prefer a stud, believe it or not, versus, let's say, something that's dangling, or let's say a big hoop. But the star of the show are these other pieces, these pendants that I've got for my daughters. Now I got to tell you that, Luisa, they ship for free. Okay, so there's free shipping in the U.S. There's affordable shipping in outside the U.S. They have free returns, free exchanges, and they have a 2-year guarantee. So, they're already reasonably priced to begin with. You add a 35% discount on to that, and you're actually getting a really good quality piece of jewelry that you can gift to a sister, a mom, a daughter, a granddaughter, a niece, an aunt, a friend. So the second piece I want to show you is this really beautiful pendant. And I don't know if you can see the detail in that on camera, but it's sort of a mother of pearl, and then it has a little flower in it. And of course, the chain, it is all gold-plated brass, so you get a lot of strength and durability with the pieces. And I think this is just absolutely lovely. So much so that it's hard for me to give it away. I'd rather keep it for myself. And then the next piece, I'm wondering, it comes in a different color pouch. So all the pieces come really nicely packaged, and they have these little pouches that keep them sort of, safe, and you don't lose them. And if you travel, they really come in handy. And this is the first one that I've gotten that's black. So, and it is actually my favorite piece. I don't know if it's a more pricier piece or not. I didn't think it was, but it is another pendant, and I got to tell you, this is absolutely just stunning. Just look at that. And this is a real weighty piece of material here. It's not cheap plastic at all. And the chain is a real delicate chain, and of course you have several holes here, so you can go from short to a little bit longer to long. And that is the third piece of Luisa jewelry that I am gifting to my daughters this year. So as I said, they're having a sale up to 35% off. So go ahead and check out the link in the description box, and it's a great place to start your holiday shopping this year. Now, some of the handmade items that I am making this year, one for my youngest daughter, she teaches dance, and so I am making her the Jack Tar bag from Merchant Mills. And that's because I'm thinking she might need a bag to carry her dance shoes in and some other supplies that she needs for teaching. And I just thought it would be a great way to separate what she needs for dance from what's in her purse. Because, sometimes you're looking for something and it gets lost in the bottom of your purse. So I thought if she had a separate bag, that might be something useful for her. And her favorite color is green. So I went ahead and got some of this green dry oilskin from Merchant Mills. And then for the lining, she loves cats. So I went ahead and found this canvas online. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a whole bunch of cats. Now it comes with a pocket on the inside here. And I went ahead and had some leather left over from a previous make that I did. So I went ahead and just lined the pocket here so it has a couple places for you to put it with that leather. And I was so proud of myself. And then I just noticed that on this side, look at that, I didn't catch it. So I'm going to have to go in, and I don't know that I want to unpick it, but I'm going to have to somehow stitch it so this under part here is caught. And then what I did, I'd seen this on reviews.com, where they also put the pocket on the outside of the bag. So again, she has a pocket that she can put things in on the outside. And again, I used a piece of leather here to just sort of line the top of the pocket. So this is about 99% done. I have all the hardware installed. It comes, Merchant Mills puts together a hardware package. Now I've actually seen almost all these pieces separately, let's say at Joann's. The only thing that I didn't see was the leather strap. So you can buy the hardware package, which has the D-rings here, has the magnetic snap, and then it has the nice leather handle, which I thought that's a pretty good match, the leather that I had, you know, on the pocket here. So all I need to do is need to measure out how long I want the leather strap and then secure it with the rivets that they also, the gold rivets. So that is one handmade item that I have made for my youngest daughter. And then I had this See You at 6 French terry, green French terry that I had actually bought, I think, 2 years ago. One had a pattern on it, and I made myself a cashmere hoodie, and I thought that I was Stanton hoodie, and I thought that I would make her a Stanton hoodie. Well, I never got around to it until now, so I'm about 85% done. So let me go ahead and show you the Stanton hoodie. And again, it's at a See You at 6 French terry out of green. And I had made my daughter a zip front hoodie out of this fabric here, which is also See You at 6. And because it's the same company, the same, you know, vendor, they match, the green and the pattern match so well that I decided to color block. So the shoulders obviously have this, and so does the front pocket. And as I said, I'm about 80% done. I just need to do the ribbing on the cuffs and around the bottom, and then sew on the hood. And then that'll be ready to be wrapped up and put under the tree for her. Now my husband, he had a bone marrow transplant in 2009, and since then he just really feels the cold. So a couple of years ago I got some really thin, well, I don't want to say it's thin, but I got a lightweight merino wool. It's kind of base layer. They have like base layer, midweight, you know, heavy, but I got a base layer merino wool, and I made him a couple of t-shirts that he wears under his regular shirts. And I don't know if you're really familiar with merino wool, but it's really great because it helps regulate the body temperature. It keeps you warm in the winter, and believe it or not, it keeps you cool in the summer. I've actually worn a merino wool shirt that I made hiking in the Sierra in the summer. As I said, I made him some base layer ones, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and make him something a little bit nicer. So I decided to make him the Henley. This is by Thread Theory, and it's a Henley shirt. And rather than the base layer merino wool, I went to online fabric store where they had the merino wool. I think it's in New Zealand. And I got them bought him their premium merino wool. So it's quite pricey. I just hope he takes care of these and realizes he can't, wear them to death like his others. So I got this color, which is ochre. And again, it's very soft. It's really a nice quality merino wool. It is their premium. I got him this ochre. And then I forget the color, the second color what it's called. I thought it was in the red category, kind of like more like a wine or a burgundy, but it's really kind of more purple. Not sure what you're seeing on camera here, but yeah, I look at it and yeah, I can definitely see purple, which is fine. It's a good color for him. He wears a lot of like camel or tan pants, so this would be a good match for him. So again, for Christmas, one of his present handmade gifts that I'm making is the Henley tee. It's called the Strathcona Henley from Thread Theory. And then last but not least, for my oldest daughter, she has seen me wear my Sydney sweatshirt by Merchant & Mills, and she'd really like that, so I asked her if she would like one, and she said she would love one. So I went ahead and got this gray jacquard. It's a cotton jacquard. Is that how you say it? Not sure. Let me show you. Oh, I think they call it their Arlo Gray, and it's their quilted cotton jacquard. And I had gotten the dark gray ribbing to go with it. I just thought I'd copy this. And when it arrived, I thought it looked just a little drab. Just a little dark, a little drab. So I have a couple of options that I'm thinking about. The one that I'm kind of leaning towards is just using this rib knit that I have, sort of an off-white, and using that around the collar and the cuffs. I think it would be too much to put it around the waist, or the waistband, so I might just try the collar and the cuffs and see what it looks like with a hem, just hemming it, you know. Or if it does look good with the different color waistband. Or it's possible I might do, I mean, again, I just have to lay it out and see how it looks. I might do the off-white on the neck and the collar, and then just do the same color around the bottom. So that is for my oldest daughter. Now, I haven't been doing a lot of sewing lately. I've had a couple of issues that have been taking up my time. One is that my husband and my daughter and I, we went hiking. We did our last hike of the season, probably, I think it was not last Sunday, but the Sunday before. We went up into the Sierra. You know, there was already snow on the ground, so we knew that, and we had more weather coming, so we really figured this was probably our last hike, and it was really beautiful up there. Hardly anyone was out. I think we only saw 2 other people while we were out there. One of the trails nobody had even walked on, so we literally had to like navigate it by ourselves because it was covered with snow. And we had lunch, and then we went back to the car, and when we got back to the car, I had actually brought my own Jack Tar bag that I had made at the Merchant & Mills retreat, and inside it I had put a change of clothes. I'd put a pair of Hudson joggers, an Itch to Stitch Lago t-shirt, and my Marlowe sweater, along with a pair of socks and shoes and change of undies and everything. And when we got back to the car, someone had smashed the window, our back passenger window, and had stolen my bag, my Jack Tar bag, out of the car. You know, I think it was just a smash and grab, and they probably thought it was like a purse, and there might have been money or credit cards in it. Thank goodness there wasn't. All they got was a pair of Hudson joggers, Itch to Stitch Lago tee, but they also got my Marlowe sweater. So I'm going to have to eventually replace the Marlowe sweater, definitely. And then it was a pair of black Hudson joggers that I had just recently made. And I really like having a black pair, so I think I'm going to have to make another pair of those. And so anyhow, we were busy. I mean, I don't think we're ever, that's all they stole, so I don't think we're going to get anything back. But for insurance purposes, we had to file a police report, we had to get the back window fixed, and there was just some other things that we had to take care of. So that's kind of been taking all my time. But I did manage to sew another cashmerette Turner dress. Let me show you that. And I made that out of this viscose jersey from knitfabrics.com. And I could not be more pleased with this dress for a couple of reasons. Let me tell you. One is the Turner dress just looks fab on me. Every time I've worn the Turner dress, I've always gotten compliments. It just works really well with my body type. And then this fabric, I have to admit, it's just gorgeous, and it's perfect for the season. I wore this to work with a pair of black tights and black shoes, and I was just I was just walking around like I was all that. I mean, I just felt so good wearing it. And I think everybody should go ahead and find a TNT pattern that they feel looks good on them, that fits them, and then grab some nice fabric that they like, that they think is pretty and complements them, and just make you up an outfit that just makes you feel so confident and relevant. And yeah, I think every woman needs to do that. So that is actually my dress here. The Turner dress by Cashmerette, and then the fabric was a viscose jersey from knitfabrics.com. So if you're in the U.S., I hope you guys had a really great Thanksgiving holiday. We did. We went to my nephew's house, and we had sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws and nieces and nephews and my children. And yeah, it was just a really good, fun time with the family. And then we have a weekend coming up, so I hope that all of you have a really good weekend, a really great weekend, that you get outside and get some fresh air and some exercise. And then I'll actually be back on December 1st, on Friday, starting with Vlogmas. I'm going to try and do Vlogmas this year. I tried it last year and I just couldn't get the hang of it, but I think that my editing and filming skills are good enough so that I can get something up every day. And I guarantee you it will be entertaining. So I hope to see you guys all December 1st for the first Vlogmas of Polly Sews. And don't remember to click that link in the description box for up to 35% off of Ana Luisa. Bye guys.